that polling place for each category. 3. The original is placed into a security envelope T3 and transported to the magistrate office under security escort for the conduct of tally of votes planned to commence the following morning. Tally at the magistrate office. 4. The T3, which contains the record of the count, are stored at a secure location at the magistrate area. The T3 is taken into the tally room, which each T3 is open in the presence of accredited party members, independent candidates, agents, and observers, and the records of the counts removed. 5. The record of count for a polling place is then photocopied and shared with everyone in the tally center prior to the state of data entry into the results management system. 6. A projector screen to beam digital image is connected to the computer to make sure that everyone in the tally center can easily view the input by the click. 7. Upon completion of the input of records from a polling place, the computer-generated copy is printed, signed by the magistrate, and a photocopy given to everyone at the tally center. 8. A copy is posted on the wall at the magistrate's office for the public viewing.
This message is approved by the National Elections Commission and powered by Taman Corporation.
Here are things you need to know about the tally process. NEC has a fully established elections result management system in place. At the polling place, 1. At the close of polls on election day, each polling place will reconcile, sort, and count the ballots as it relates to each and every candidate for the 3 categories: presidential, Senate, and representative. 2. Upon completion of each count, the information is transcribed onto the official document, which is then signed by political party, independent candidate agents present. A copy of this document is given to candidates who came first and second in that polling place for each category. 3. The original is placed into a security envelope T3 and transported to the magistrate office under security escort for the conduct of tally of votes planned to commence the following morning. Tally at the magistrate office. 4. The T3, which contains the record of the count, are stored at a secure location at the magistrate area. Here are things you need to know about the tally process. NEC has a fully established elections result management system in place. At the polling place, 1. At the close of polls on election day, each polling place will reconcile, sort, and count the ballots as it relates to each and every candidate for the 3 categories: presidential, Senate, and representative. 2. Upon completion of each count, the information is transcribed onto the official document, which is then signed by political party, independent candidate agents present. A copy of this document is given to candidates who came first and second in that polling place for each category. 3. The original is placed into a security envelope T3 and transported to the magistrate office under security escort for the conduct of tally of votes planned to commence the following morning. Tally at the
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all. We beg your indulgence. They have asked me to ask you to plead with them that within the next 15 minutes, they will be in the hall. Thank you very much. Please.
Oh, Dave, you can be taking picture. Where you can put a picture? Yeah? Where you can put your... Where it is?
No. Good afternoon. National Elections Commission, Madam Chairperson, Madam Co-Chairperson, and members of the Board of Commissioners, Ambassador here present, international and local observation missions here present, stakeholders of the National Elections Commission, friends, partners, the Secretariat of the National Elections Commission, members of the Fourth Estate, would like to once again welcome you to the compound of the National Elections Commission and welcome you to this daily press briefing from the 2023 general elections in Liberia. Madam David Eto Brown Lansanan is the chairperson of the National Elections Commission, and she will start the briefing now.
Hello. Madam Co-Chair and fellow commissioners, distinguished stakeholders, fellow Liberians, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the headquarters of the National Elections Commission and to the Commission's daily press briefings. Members of the press, the Commission is pleased to inform Liberians that polling was conducted in outstanding precincts in Sino County yesterday, 12 October 2023, completing the conduct of elections in all 81 precincts in Sino County. With respect to the situation at the precinct Bio Lontuo Public School with precinct code 33258 in Electoral District 4, Nimba County, which comprises 2 polling places, the election magistrate of Upper Nimba has reported that representative ballot boxes at the 2 polling places were stolen by unknown men. The ballot boxes were sealed and contained representative votes cast on 10th October 2023. The remaining 4 ballot boxes for the President and Senate for the 2 polling places remain intact. suspects are being arrested by the police, who are expected to conduct an investigation. Ladies and gentlemen, as the tally process continues, the Commission continues to face challenges with the actions of some of the representatives of political parties and candidates who are intermittently disrupting the process whenever they disagree on any issue. This is causing the Commission and the nation valuable time and creating unnecessary tension at the Monserrado County Tally Center. As a result of these disruptive attitudes, the Commission lost more than 3 hours yesterday, and today the process was halted for another 2 hours. The Commission calls on all political parties and candidates to ensure that their representatives at the Tally Center remain civil and make use of the law by documenting whatever complaint they may have using the complaint form that is available at the Tally Center. Meanwhile, the Commission has decided that beginning tomorrow, 14 October, the tally of votes at the Samuel Kanyon Sports Complex will begin at 8 in the morning daily. All accredited representatives of political parties and candidates are urged to be seated before 8 in the morning to avoid a repeat of the disruptions that have occurred for the past 2 days. Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, the following are the tallied results from the magisterial offices across the country to date. So I will begin with the presidential results, followed by my colleagues who will be presenting senatorial and representative results. You will bear with me, with all of us, because it's long today. Boyka, 60, we're doing now Bomi County, 61 polling places of a total of 171 polling places, constituting 35.67%. Boyka Joseph N., UP, 8,769 votes obtained, constituting 51.77% of valid votes. We are George Mane, CDC, votes obtained 6,471, constituting valid votes 38.20%. Alberton Jr. Edward W. GDM, votes obtained 386. Valid votes constitute 2.28%. And that was the reading of the votes in Bomi County. In Bong County, Boyka Joseph N. UP, votes obtained 22,224, constituting 43.23%. We are George Mane, CDC, votes obtained 21,997, constituting 42.79%. Kamara Senior Lucini F., Alcup, votes obtained 1,560, constituting valid votes 3.03%. Those were the votes for Bong County. I'll now read the votes in Bapulu. 96 polling places of a total of 134 polling places, constituting 71.64%. Boyka Joseph N., UP, votes obtained 12,813, constituting 44.65%. George Manawia, CDC, 11,996 votes obtained, constituting 41.81%. Alperton Junior Edward W. GDM, votes obtained 766, constituting 2.67%. Those were the votes from Bapolu County. Now we read those from Grand Bassa County. 93 polling places of a total of 405 polling places, constituting 22.96%. We are George Mana, CDC, 10,789, constituting 42.68%. Boyka Joseph N. UP, votes obtained 9,894, constituting 39.14%. Cummings Alexander B. CPP, votes obtained 1,251, constituting 4.95%. Those were the votes from Grand Bassa County. I now present votes from Grand Jida County. 36 polling places of a total of 163 polling places, constituting 22.09%. George Manawia, CDC, 8,228, constituting 78.22%. Boyka Joseph N. UP, votes obtained 1,128, constituting 10.72%. Alperton Junior Edward W. GDM, votes obtained 271, constituting 2.58%. Those were votes from Grand Jida County. I now read you votes from Grand Cru County. 23 polling places of a total of 110 polling places, constituting 20.91%. George Manawia, CDC, 5,508, constituting 80.13%. Boyka Joseph N. UP, votes obtained 444, constituting 6.43%. Alperton Junior Edward W. GDM, votes obtained 235, constituting 3.42%. Those were the votes from Grand Cru County for president. I now go to Lofa County. Of 156 polling places from a total of 424 polling places, constituting 36.79%. Boyka Joseph N. UP, votes obtained 24,843, constituting 53.41%. George Manawia, CDC, votes obtained 12,426, constituting 26.71%. Kamara Senior Lucini F. Alcup, votes obtained 2,944, constituting 6.33%. Those were the votes for the president from Lofa County. I now read you votes from Margibi County. Of 49 polling places of a total of 441 polling places, constituting 11.11%. Boyka Joseph N. UP, Votes obtained, 6,962, constituting 47.40%. George Manawia, CDC. Votes obtained, 5,915, constituting 40.27%. Alperton Jr. Edward W., GDM. Votes obtained, 373, constituting 2.54%. That was Margibi County. I now read votes from Maryland County of 49 polling places, of a total of 175 polling places, constituting 28.00%. George Manawia, CDC, 11,056, constituting 71.99%. Boyka Joseph N., UP, votes obtained, 2,333, constituting 15.19%. Alperton Jr. Edward W., GDM, votes obtained, 443, constituting 2.88%. Those were the votes from Maryland County for the presidency. I'll now read votes from Montserrado County of 504 polling places, of a total of 2,008 polling places, constituting 25.10%. George Manawia, CDC, 86,812, constituting 49.63%. Boyka Joseph N., UP, votes obtained, 77,001, constituting 44.02%. Kamara Senior Lucini F., Alcott, votes obtained, 3,128, constituting 1.79%. Those were the votes for president from Montserrado County. I now read you the votes from Nimba County. 190 polling places, of a total of 736 polling places, constituting 25.82%. Boyka Joseph N., UP, votes obtained, 33,857, constituting 55.99%. George Manawia, CDC, votes obtained, 12,369, constituting 20.46%. Gonglo Tiawonse, LPP, votes obtained, 7,476, constituting 12.36%. Those were the votes for president from Nimba County. I'll now read you the votes from Riverside County. 40 polling places, of a total of 105 polling places, constituting 38.10%. George Manawia, CDC, votes obtained, 5,957, constituting 55.57%. Boyka Joseph N., UP, votes obtained, 3,208, constituting 29.93%. Alperton Jr. Edward W. GDM, votes obtained, 377, percentage 3.52. Those were the votes from Riverside County. I now read you votes from River G. 42 polling places of a total of 98 polling places, constituting 42.86%. George Manenwia, CDC, 8,790, constituting 67.94%. Boycott Joseph N., UP, votes obtained 2,616, constituting 20.22%. Alberton Junior Edward W. GDM, votes obtained 496, constituting 3.83%. Those were the votes from River G. I'll now read you votes from Sino County. 35 polling places of a total of 152 polling places, constituting 23.03%. George Manenwia, CDC, 8,030, constituting 79.07%. Boycott Joseph N. of UP, 1,125, constituting 11.08%. And Alberton Junior Edward W. GDM, votes obtained 308, constituting 3.03%. Those were the votes counted for the various counties for the presidency. I now invite my colleague to read the votes for senator and representative. Co-chair.
Progressive tally report for Senate, County Bomi, 61 polling places of a total of 171, constituting 3567. Dole Soko Adama, independent, 5,211, constituting 30.92%. Tala Senior Janikai, Alex, independent, 5,156, constituting 30.60%. Kamara Dwana A, independent, vote obtained 2,971, constituting 17.63%. That's for Senate. The House of Representatives, Bomi Electoral District 1, 27 polling places of the total of 50 polling places, constituting 54.00%. Fani Jamapa Obidaya, UP, 4,447, constituting 5587%. Lasana Finna G, independent, 3,023, constituting 37.98%. That's district number 1. Oh, sorry. Boyka second, Amma Fani, independent, 393, constituting 4.49%. Electoral District 2, Bomi County, Johnson Jr. Manem B, UP, 149, constituting 34.02%. Marshall Vani A, CDC, 114, constituting 26.03%. Norma Zoba Poema Linu, 74 vote obtained, constituting 16.89%. Electoral District 2, Bomi. Electoral District 3, of the 32 polling places of the total of 65 polling places, constituting 49.23%. Tukle, Usma, A, Independent, 1,985, constituting 23.45%. Jala, Sam, P, Independent, constituting 1,954. Vote obtained, constituting 23.05%. Sano Haja Fata, CDC, vote obtained 1,845, constituting 21.80%. End of bombing.
So I invite Commissioner Dublin to continue with the reading of Senate and Representative votes.
Ready for me? Progressive tally report. Senate County Sino, 35 polling places of a total of 152, constituting 23.03%. Duncan Creighton O, CDC, 6,460, constituting 62.19%. TIJ J. Milton, Independent, votes obtained 3,369, constituting 32.43%. Zaza Matthew G., Independent, votes obtained 559, constituting 5.38%. That is the Senate for Sino. County Sino Electoral District 1, 35 polling places out of a total of 52, constituting 67.31%. Grace Bay II T. Maxwell, Independent, votes obtained 2,773, constituting 27.07%. Kuya Thomas Romeo, NDC, votes obtained 1,939, constituting 18.93%. Kier Barbara M., CDC, votes obtained 1,659, constituting 16.19%. That is the great county of Sino. We now go to River Cess, the Senate. 40 polling places out of 105 polling places, constituting 38.10%. Tuawe Bill Tia, CDC, votes obtained 5,855, constituting 54.38%. Smith Gabriel B., CPP. Votes obtained 2,268, constituting 21.09%. Pierre Francis S., NDC. Votes obtained 1,265, constituting 11.75%. That's the Senate for River 6. River 6, Electoral District 1. 4 polling places out of a total of 54, constituting 7.41%. James Onesimus, CPP, 703, constituting 70.16%. Grant Alex J., Independent. Votes obtained 149, constituting 14.87%. Shaq Rosanna GDH, CDC. Votes obtained 27, constituting 2.69%. That is District 1 for River 6. We go to District 2, River 6. Zawiya Baron Wegbia, 36 polling places out of 51 polling places, constituting 70.57%. Zawiya Baron Wegbia, UP, 2,059, constituting 21.1%. Samardal Roof, CDC. Votes obtained 2,011, constituting 20.61%. Gowe Moses Baji, NDP. Votes obtained 1,693, constituting 17.39%. That ends the reading of the result for River 6. Thank you.
We now invite Commissioner Basik Bangmai to continue with the reading of Senate and Representative.
Progressive Tally Report, County, Grand Juda County. 36 polling places out of 163 polling places, 22.09%. Nimland Thomas Yaya, Party LRP, vote obtained 4,803, 46.26%. Dennis A. Marshall, CDC, vote obtained 2,396. Percentage 23.08%. Grand Alex Chesia, UP, vote obtained 1,614. Percentage 15.55%. Grand Juda County Electoral District 01, 20 polling places of total of 46 polling places, 43.48%. William Sion Aaron M., CDC, vote obtained 3,405. Percentage 57.14%. Bole Wachen O LTP, vote obtained 1101. Percentage 18.48%. Dukle Ansu CPP, vote obtained 951, 15.96%. Electoral District, Grand Jita County is number 2, 9 polling places out of 54 polling places. Percentage 16.67%. Johnson Mary G. LRP, vote obtained 1193. Percentage 49.26%. Dwell Wede MCDC, vote obtained 397. Percentage 16.39%. Wallow Payne ALP, vote obtained 315. Percentage 13.01%. That ends Grand Jita count. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Grand Jita County Electoral District number 3, 7 polling places out of 63 polling places, 11.11%. Zia Damante Harris, CPP, vote obtained 963, 46.48%. Dan Eric Gay, PUP, I'm sorry, Dwight Betty Brace, Independent, vote obtained 410. Percentage 19.79%. Nire Josephine, DNA, vote obtained 202, constituting 9.75%. That ends Grand Jita County. Grand Crew County. Progressive Tally Report, 23 polling places out of 110 polling places, 20.91%. Chie Abo Tube, CDC, vote obtained 5272. Percentage 74.91%. Do Vincento CPP, vote obtained 1766. Percentage 25.09%. That ends Grand Crew County senatorial race. Electoral District 01, Grand Crew County, 19 polling places out of 53 polling places, 35.85%. We are Philip Nanti, UP, 1562, constitute 27.26%. 19 polling places out of total of 53 polling places. Percentage is 35.85%. We are Philip Nanti, UP, vote obtained 1552, percentage 27.26%. Bo Alfred Saka, Independent candidate, vote obtained 1491, percentage 26.19%. Nan E. Watkins, CDC, vote obtained 666, percentage 11.70%. Grand Crew County Electoral District 02, 4 polling places out of a total of 57 polling places, percentage 7.02%. Kofa Jonathan Fonanti, CDC, vote obtained 899, percentage 65.19%. Hawks Japa MCPP, vote obtained 307, percentage 22.26%. Tuan Manson Monica Independent, vote obtained 101, percentage is 7.32%. That's in Grand Crew County. Maryland County, Progressive Title Report, Senate, 49 polling places out of 175 polling places, 28%. Announcing William Phillip and Ira P. vote obtained 3930, percentage 25.61%. Namwe J. Tia, Independent, vote obtained 3153, percentage is 20.55%. Hensua Jeffers Jennifer K. NPC, vote obtained 2778, percentage is 18.11%. Maryland County Electoral District number 1, 19 polling places out of 52 polling places, 36.54%. Ure P. Mac, CDC, vote obtained 2678, percentage 43.55%. Wallace William W. Independent candidate, vote obtained 1746, percentage 28.39%. Howard Erling Blessing, PUP, vote obtained 603%, 9.81%. Electoral District number 2, Maryland County, 20 polling places out of total of 57 polling places, 35.09%. Wa Boema Foyu Akop, vote obtained 3274, constituting 50.40%. Chimo Buffer CDC, vote obtained 2621, percentage 40.35%. Satu Grisman DPPL, vote obtained 133, constituting 2.05%. Maryland County Electoral District number 3, 10 polling places out of 66 polling places, 15.15%. Taylor Austin Blandy Independent, vote obtained 845, 31.31%. Tuwe Junior Myers Bill CPP, vote obtained 561, 20.79%. Smith Macon Puchu PUP, vote obtained 374, constituting 13.86%. That ends Maryland County. River G County. Progressive Title Report. Senate, River G County, 42 polling places out of 98 polling places, 42.86%. Bailey Charles KCDC, 42 polling places out of the total of 98 polling places, 42.86%. Dobu, the second Francis Sadi independent candidate, vote obtained 4738%, 36.18%. Badi Charles K CDC, vote obtained 3429, percentage 26.19%. Young Francis Sewon PUP, vote obtained 2722, 20.79%. River G County Electoral District 01, number of polling places, 4 out of 31 polling places, 45.16%. Chie Johnson To UP 1603, 35.15%. Port Arizona CDC, vote obtained 1231, 26.99%. Same way, Mark T, independent candidate, vote obtained 967, 21.20%. Electoral District 02, 19 polling places out of 33 polling places, 57.58%. Wo ICB Chelople CDC, vote obtained 2586, percentage 42.34%. Quina Marcos SCPP, vote obtained 634, percentage 10.38%. Zuba Tene AKMOL, I'm sorry, let me read Electoral District 2 over. Very sorry. 19 polling places out of the total of 33 polling places. Percentage is 57.58%. Wo ICB Chirope, vote obtained 2586, constitute 42.34%. To Bobby C. Lanu, vote obtained 1091, constitute 17.86%. Quena Marcos SCPP, vote obtained 634, constitute 10.38%. Electoral District number 3, 9 polling places out of 34 polling places constitute 26.46%. Collins Afre NLPP constitute vote obtained 562, percentage 23.79%. Tier Solo Bowie MOL vote obtained 534, constitute 22.61%. Williams, Senior Johnson NCDC 533, constitute 22.57%. That constitutes a vote obtained and progressive tally report for Roger County.
We now call on and invite Commissioner Stephen Gay to read Senate and Representative votes.
Thank you, Chair. Progressive tally report consolidated Senate, Grand Bassa County. 93 polling places of total 405 polling places, constituting 22.96%. Finlay Bezonga M, independent, votes obtained 13,657. Percentage 53.83%. Bakwe Janje, CDC, votes obtained 6,051. Percentage 23.85%. Harris Magdalene G, independent, votes obtained 2,530. Percentage 9.97%. That is for Senate, Grand Bassa County. We move to the House of Rep. Electoral District 1, 23 polling places of the total of 80 polling places, constituting 28.75%. Loy Tier Trafina G, CPP, votes obtained 1139. Percentage 20.90%. Banning Isaac G, MPC, votes obtained 1022. Percentage 18.75%. Mantor Henrietta NDP, votes obtained 909. Percentage 16.68%. That was for district number 1, Grand Bassa County. We move to district number 2, Grand Bassa County. The total of 23 polling places of 84 polling places, constituting 27.38%. Banks J. Clarence T, independent, votes obtained 1866. Percentage 35.31%. Kawal Mere M, CDC, votes obtained 1229. Percentage 23.25%. Reese Shadrach A, CPP, votes obtained 392. Percentage 7.42%. That was for Grand Bassa District number 2. We'll move to District number 3. 37 polling places of total 86 polling places, constituting 43.02%. Joe Matthew, CDC, votes obtained 5,686, percentage 48.61%. Bono Julia K, UP, votes obtained 2,628, percentage 22.47%. Lord John J. Goa, CPP, votes obtained 1,001, percentage 8.56%. That was for district number 3, Grand Bassa County. We move to district number 4, Grand Bassa County. 3 polling places of total 77 polling places constituting 3.90%. Wele the second Vincent S.T. Independent, votes obtained 775, percentage 70.14%. Flomo Afra H. U.P. votes obtained 288, percentage 26.06%. Peters Convenga S. NDC, votes obtained 18, percentage 1.63%. That was for district number 4, Grand Bassa County. We'll move to district number 5, Grand Bassa County. 7 polling places of total 78 polling places constituting 8.97%. Joshua II Thomas A. CPP, votes obtained 477, percentage 30.40%. Dennis C. Joa S. UP, votes obtained 374, percentage 23.84%. Irati Ino Ize MPC, votes obtained 207, percentage 13.19%. Consolidated reports for Grand Bassa County, who moved to Mount Gibby County. Senate, for the 9 polling places of total 441 polling places constituting 11.11%. Miguel Nathaniel F. CDC, votes obtained 5185, percentage 35.67%. Yakpawolo J. Yapuya PUP, votes obtained 3038, percentage 20.90%. Zeze Bala G. UP, votes obtained 2783, percentage 19.15%. That ends the Senate. We move to district number 1, Mount Gibby County. 20 polling places of total 140 polling places constituting 14.29%. Boli Sa Ara Independent, votes obtained 1046, percentage 17.89%. Cooper Roland OP Independent, votes obtained 959, percentage 16.04%. Walker Tooney Independent, votes obtained 810, percentage 13.85%. We move the district number 2, Mount Gibby County. Votes obtained 529, percentage 15.79%. We move the electoral district 5, Mount Gibby County. 6 polling places of total 75 polling places. Percentage 8.00%. Julie William B.S. LFP. Votes obtained 446. Percentage 21.85%. Gaia Clarence G. CDC. Votes obtained 255. Percentage 12.49%. John Tokpa Bondu, NLP. Votes obtained 217. Percentage 10.363%. That ends the consolidated report for Mangili and Grand Bassa counties.
I now invite Commissioner Flosser for a continuation of the reading of Senate and representative votes.
Senate Consolidated, Bapolu County. 96 polling places out of 134 polling places reported, constituting 71.64%. Amara Mohammed Kane, Independent, 9,760 votes obtained, constituting 34.14%. Alfred G. Kwewu, CDC, 6,534 votes obtained, constituting 22.85%. Paul K. Kennedy, Landu, votes obtained 4,470, constituting 15.63%. Representative results, Consolidated Electoral District 1, Bapolu County. 40 polling places out of 40 polling places reported. CNN A normal, CDC, 3,152 votes obtained, constituting 25.67%. Tatos F. Oningbai, normally, MDR, votes obtained 2,282, constituting 18.59%. Titus F. Kamara, DNA, votes obtained 2,022, constituting 16.47%. Electoral District 2, Bapolu County. 28 polling places out of 51 polling places reported, constituting 54.90%. Kana A. Wasso, CDC, 2,464 votes obtained, constituting 29.86%. Lutos S. Collins, Independent, votes obtained 1,734, constituting 21.01%. Alfred Joshua Manning, LRP, votes obtained 1,613, constituting 19.55%. Bapolu County District number 3. Polling places reported, 28 polling places out of 43 polling places reported, representing 65.12%. Mustafa Rarity, UP, votes obtained 3,708, constituting 45.93%. Joseph N. Matthews, Jr., Independent, votes obtained 2,361, constituting 29.25%. Tom Tawi, CDC, votes obtained 886, constituting 10.97%. That was Bapolu County, Lofa County. Senate results. 156 polling places out of 424 polling places reported, constituting 36.79%. Momo T. Saros, Independent, 16,611, constituting 35.48%. Moses Y. Colley, CDC, votes obtained 11,703, constituting 25.00%. Galapa W. Kotima, Independent, votes obtained 6,630, constituting 14.16%. Electoral District 1, Lofa County. Thomas P. Fala, CDC, 3,308 votes obtained, constituting 45.73%. Sakala Nomeli, Senior F, UP, votes obtained 3,227, constituting 44.61%. Falakwe Bondo, Landu, votes obtained 175, constituting 2.42%. Electoral District 2, Lofa County. 20 polling places out of 65 polling places reported, constituting 30.77%. Morris K. Sion, NDP, 2,168 votes obtained, constituting 35.07%. Julie FatumaWie, CDC, 1,703 votes obtained, 27.55%. Joyce Seku Dona, UP, votes obtained 953, constituting 15.42%. Electoral District 3, Lofa County. 33 polling places out of 74 polling places reported, constituting 44.59%. Clarence K. Massaquoi, UP, 2,894 votes obtained, constituting 27.03%. Momo Siafa Koto, CDC, votes obtained 2,640, constituting 24.65%. Vama A. Sandy Landu, votes obtained 1,629, constituting 15.21%. Electoral District 4, Lofa County. 77 polling places out of 107 polling places reported, constituting 71.96%. Geze Colis K. UP, votes obtained 8,421, constituting 36.89%. Sekou B. Collier, CDC. Votes obtained 6,918, constituting 30.31%. Marama M. Fofana, NDP. Votes obtained 3,995, constituting 17.50%. Mosoraro County. Senate results. 504 polling places out of 2,008 polling places reported, constituting 25.10%. Sir Khalid Joseph, CDC, 98,486 votes obtained, constituting 58.56%. Raymond J.M. Pay, UP, votes obtained 38,124, constituting 22.67%. Victoria Talo Kwekwe, CPP, 11,364, constituting 6.76%. Electoral District 1, Mosoraro County. 21 polling places out of 134 polling places reported, constituting 15.67%. Yatta Barry, CPP, 791 votes obtained, constituting 13.69%. Josephine George Francis, UP, votes obtained 470, constituting 8.13%. Momo F. Dining, EFFL, votes obtained 373, constituting 6.45%. Electoral District 2, Mosoraro County. 8 polling places out of 128 polling places reported, constituting 6.25%. Nimene Doyen J. Independent, 1,736 votes obtained, constituting 60.78%. Kokolu S. Bovo, CDC, 305 votes obtained, constituting 10.68%. Sako Saofude Kane, UP, votes obtained 298, constituting 10.43%. Electoral District 3, Mosoraro County. 8 polling places out of 106 polling places reported, constituting 7.55%. Sumo Koli Moba, ALP, votes obtained 964, constituting 33.46%. Patrick Kumoya, Independent, votes obtained 678, constituting 23.53%. Sibe CD Bashir, UP, 308 votes obtained, constituting 10.69%. Electoral District 4, Mosoraro County. 25 polling places out of 163 polling places reported, 15.34%. Michael M. Thomas, Independent, Votes obtained 2,592, constituting 29.51%. Momo B. Kamara, CDC, votes obtained 1,118, constituting 12.73%. Swakoko Dennis R. Independent, votes obtained 1,101, constituting 12.54%. Electoral District 5, Moserado County. 14 polling places out of 98 polling places reported, constituting 14.29%. Priscilla A. Cooper, UP. Votes obtained 1,453, constituting 29.08%. Melvin K. Talbot, PUP, votes obtained 737, constituting 14.75%. Eric Vey, CDC, votes obtained 725, constituting 14.51%. Electoral District 6, Moserado County. 24 polling places out of 128 polling places reported, constituting 18.75%. Samuel R. Enders, Independent, 3,512 votes obtained, constituting 38.64%. Milton N. Yoko, MOL, votes obtained 1,356, constituting 14.92%. Woki K. Dolo, Independent, votes obtained 752, constituting 8.27%. Electoral District 7, Moserado County. 47 polling places out of 100 polling places reported, constituting 47%. Emmanuel Down, Independent, votes obtained 6,738, constituting 42.76%. Solomon C. George, CDC, votes obtained 4,229, constituting 26.84%. Saba Joma, Independent, votes obtained 1,348, constituting 8.55%. Electoral District 8, Moserado County. 44 polling places out of 83 polling places reported, constituting 53.01%. Prince A. Tulas, UP, 5,227 votes obtained, constituting 33.99%. Akaros Moses Gray, CDC, votes obtained 5,070, constituting 32.97%. Clifton S. Marshall Jr., PUP, votes obtained 986, constituting 6.41%. Electoral District 9, Moserado County. 48 polling places out of 102 polling places reported, constituting 47.06%. Frank Jr., CDC, 6,057 votes obtained, constituting 37.05%. Fubi, FA, Herons, CPP, votes obtained 5,279, constituting 32.30%. Miller, B, Kantakai, UP, votes obtained 2,232, constituting 13.65%. Electoral District 10, Sorrento County. 22 polling places out of 129 polling places reported, constituting 17.05%. Yeke, Wa, Koluba, Independent, votes obtained 4,152, constituting 53.26%. Josephine, W.A. Davis, CDC, votes obtained 2,355, constituting 30.21%. Yeke, Sekwe, Independent, votes obtained 303, constituting 3.89%. Electoral District 11, Moserado County. We 63 polling places out of 129 polling places, representing 48.84%. Richard Nangwe Kun, UP, votes obtained 6,749, constituting 30.57%. Jean Akwe Garaworo Jr., CDC, votes obtained 1,490, constituting 24.87%. Darwin E. Gaya, Independent, votes obtained 3,766. Electoral District 12, Moserado County. Thirty-nine polling places out of 119 polling places reported, constituting 32.77%. Prince D. Kwaple, CDC, 2,078, constituting 15.93%. Sir Meswen Foko, Independent, 1,690 votes obtained, constituting 12.95%. Jerry K. Yobo, Independent, 1,464, constituting 11.20%. Electoral District 13, Moserado County. 25 polling places out of 1 polling places reported, constituting 22.52%. Edward P. Flomo Jr., CDC, 3,514 votes obtained, constituting 42.86%. Cornelia Kra Togba, UP, 1,770 votes obtained, constituting 21.59%. Ayoba Soiree, GD, NDP, votes obtained 832, constituting 10.15%. Electoral District 14, Moserado County. 30 polling places out of 95 polling places reported, constituting 91.58%. Kekula Kamara, CDC. Votes obtained 4,259, constituting 46.14%. Vamuma Kone, the third A, independent, votes obtained 2,381, constituting 25.80%. Pauline W. Yanfor, CDC, CPP. Pauline W. Yanfor, CPP. Votes obtained 4,476, constituting 5.16%. Electoral District 15, Moserado County. 39 polling places out of 96 polling places reported, constituting 40.63%. Abu B. Kamara, CDC. Votes obtained 7,282, constituting 55.74%. Amos Ben Tue, UP. Votes obtained 2,979, constituting 22.80%. Nathaniel P. Stevens, PUP. Votes obtained 714, constituting 5.47%. Electoral District 16, Moserado County. 46 polling places out of 116 polling places reported, 39.66%. Dixon W. Sibo, CDC. Votes obtained 5,456, constituting 37.28%. Manisa Konto P. UP. Votes obtained 2,960, constituting 20.22%. Tier B. LPP. Votes obtained 2,737, constituting 8.70%. Thank you.
Thank you. We now have the last batch of Senate and Representative votes to be read by Commissioner Awa. Then we can go into our questions.
Good evening. Good evening. I shall be proffering to you Progressive Tally Report, Consolidated Senate, Friday, October 13, 2023. We start with Nema County. 189 polling places of the total of 736 polling places, constituting 25.68%. Yomi Prince Johnson, MDR. Votes obtained 25,210. Percent of valid votes amounts to 41.79%. Tawan Junior Nya, IND. Votes obtained 21,279, constituting 35.27%. Roland Duo, G, CDC, votes obtained 5,510, constituting 9.13%. That concludes the tally for NEMA County, the House of Senate. We proceed with the House of Representatives tallied report consolidated Friday, October 13. We commence with NEMA County Electoral District 1. 38 polling places of total of 81 polling places, constituting 46.91%. Brown Samuel Sr. N. Independent. Votes obtained 8,163. Percent of valid votes 64.62%. Maria Francis Ya, CPP. Votes obtained 2,938. Percent of valid votes constitutes 23.26%. Bryant Nelson, ST, UID. Votes obtained 1,002. Percent of valid votes constitutes 7.93%. We proceed with NEMA County Electoral District 2. 28 polling places of total of 94 polling places, constituting 29.79%. Zagben Benjamin S. Lino. Votes obtained 2,499, constituting the percent of valid vote 26.31%. Walker Charles Tish, MDR. Votes obtained 1,686, constituting the percent of valid vote 17.75%. GPA Wilson Sonda, LTP. Votes obtained 1,670, constituting the percent of total valid vote 17.58%. We proceed to electoral district in NEMA District 6. 31 polling places of the total of 75 polling places, constituting 41.33%. Jigla Dorian Towing, MDR. Votes obtained 3,273, constituting the percent of valid votes 34.93%. Sawie Basi Kra, CDC. Vote obtained 2,014, constituting the percent of valid votes 21.50%. Kra Jefferson G, Independent. Votes obtained 1,211, constituting the total valid votes of 12.93%. We proceed to Electoral District 7, House of Representatives, NEMA County. 26 polling places of total of 85 polling places, constituting 30.59%. Doma Rogers, SWY, UP, votes obtained 3,698, constituting a valid vote of 43.82%. Belete Musa Hassan, CPP, votes obtained 3,139, constituting a valid vote of 37.19%. Bolo Senior Nazo D, Volt, V-O-L-T, votes obtained 951. Percent of valid votes constitutes 11.27%. We proceed with Nema County Electoral District 8. 39 polling places of total of 81 polling places, constituting 48.15%. That's for the House of Representatives. Tayo V. Doglier, UP, votes obtained 2,964. Percent of valid votes constitute 23.11%. Mane Say, SMDR, votes obtained 2,392. The percent that constitute valid votes is 18.65%. Yokwe Larry P, CPP, votes obtained 2,186. Percent of valid votes constitutes 17.04%. We conclude with Electoral District 9 for the House of Representatives. 27 polling places of total of 75 polling places, constituting 36.00%. Johnson N. Gwekolo, CDC, 1,987, which constitute the valid votes of 25.99%. Myers Amos, Y, CPP, votes obtained 1,419, which constitute the valid vote of 18.56%, 56%, excuse me. Wongwe Ta, Independent, votes obtained 1,230. Percent of valid votes constitute 16.09%. And that concludes the reports from Nema County reference the Senate and the House of Representatives. We proceed with the progressive tally reports for Bone County referencing the Senate and the House of Representatives. We commence with the Senate. Bone County, 153 polling places of total of 555 polling places, constituting 27.57%. Behe Johnny K, Independent, 26,504 votes obtained. Total valid votes obtained, 51.51%. Kafwa Edward, Tepu, P-U-P. Votes obtained, it's 14,971, constituting the valid votes of 29.09%. Jackson Ranning B.R.A. Votes obtained 2,364, constituting the valid vote of 4.59%. That concludes the tally for today. Reference the Senate. Move on to Electoral District, Bone County, District number 1. 7 polling places of the total of 86 polling places, constituting 8.14%. Hills Jr. Abbott B. CPP. Votes obtained 1,397 votes obtained, constituting a valid vote of 58.67%. Kute Wama Jones Independent. Votes obtained 362, constituting the valid vote of 15.20%. Kona Prince K. IND. Votes obtained 270, constituting the valid vote of 11.34%. We proceed with Electoral District 2, Bone County. 29 polling places of total of 72 polling places, constituting 40.28%. Caller James M. P.U.P. Votes obtained 4,599, which constitutes the valid vote of 46.59%. Bo Edward E. U.P. Votes obtained 2,154, which constitutes the valid vote of 21.82%. Salvage Melvin K. CPP. Votes obtained 1,475, which constitutes the valid vote of 14.94%. We proceed with Electoral District in Bone County, District 3. 63 polling places of the total of 93 polling places, which constitutes 67.74%. Cole Joshua Marvin, CDC. Votes obtained 13,903, constituting the valid votes of 63.17%. Zawolo Orlando K. UP. Votes obtained 5,293, constituting the valid votes of 24.05%. Sila Kusumu M. Alcop. Votes obtained 566, constituting the total valid votes of 2.57%. That constitutes the House of Representatives, District 3. Moving on to Electoral District 4 for the House of Representatives. 20 polling places of 74 polling places, constituting 27.3%. Wongba Robert Flomo, UP. Votes obtained, 2,987, constituting the percent of valid votes, 47.31%. Celebrate Jefferson K, Independent. Votes obtained, 633, constituting the percent of valid vote, 10.03%. Seaton Susanna LM, CDC. Votes obtained, 505, constituting the valid vote of 8.00%. We make progress with Bond County Electoral District 5. 31 polling places of the total of 77 polling places, constituting 40.26%. Siaka Silas, K, LPP. Votes obtained, 1,870, which constitutes the valid vote of 19.11%. Taylor Robert Ben, Independent. Votes obtained, 1,507, which constitutes the valid vote of 15.40%. Collie Eugene, JMCDC. Votes obtained, 1,357, which constitutes the percent of valid votes, 13.87%. That concludes Electoral District number 5 of Bond County. We now conclude with Bond County Electoral District 6 of the House of Representatives. 3 polling places of the total of 73 polling places, constituting 4.11%. Thomas Wilmot T, CDC. Votes obtained, 620, constituting the percent of valid votes, 60.72%. Mensa Mema Brisk, Independent. Votes obtained, 282, constituting the percent of valid votes, 27.62%. Collie William O. Gbagbo, ALP. Votes obtained, 33, constituting the total valid votes of 3.23%. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the readings of today, Friday, October 13th, for Bond County and Nimba, respectively. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your patience. We have to do it this way because Liberians are listening and hoping that they get these results. But you will also find these results online on our results.necliberia.org. Now we take your questions. Questions now, please.
Okay. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I'm Nelson Colette, and I report for the Spoon Network. So, my first concern has to do with the data or the information that is being released by the National Elections Commission, not just today, but from the very start of the process. So, every county has the district, the electoral districts, and you have the precincts, and you have the polling places. But I've observed that from all of the reports you've provided, you've only mentioned the number of polling places that the results are coming from, but you've not mentioned the precincts. Neither have you mentioned the precinct codes. So, considering even what comes on the radio, they will always mention the precinct name and the code. So, which makes it difficult for any ordinary person down there who has some of these data to compare what they've received from precinct A, code number this, polling place number that, to what comes from the National Elections Commission. Someone down there may be concerned as to why is the NEC making it difficult for the simple person to be able to track these results, given that you are not mentioning the names of the precincts, neither the precinct codes, and all of that.
So let me answer that question. This will be done online on results.necliberia.org.
Okay,
Go to
online.
the next question.
Okay, so my second question has to do with the missing ballot boxes that you mentioned. I want to know, the election is very crucial. How come, what was the security presence like to have importing election materials as ballot boxes being taken away by some individuals, maybe ordinary citizens, civilians? What was the security presence like at that particular place?
I will not speak to security presence because I've just told you that the situation is being investigated by the police. So we'll wait for the report from the police.
Thank you.
Then we'll let you know what happened there.
Thank you, madam. I would just like to add an addendum to, my name is Henry Camo and I work for Front Page. An addendum to this question. What does the law say about such situation where ballot boxes are missing or taken away by people? And what was the scenario given you about this? Was it in where it's supposed to be the secure location, or was it during the transportation of the boxes?
The ballot boxes were taken by unknown persons from the magisterial office. This is what was reported by the magistrate. More information will come when the investigation is over.
Okay.
Did I answer your question? You're the lawyers here. You say, what does the law say about missing ballot box? Is there a law that tells us when ballot boxes are missing, what we should do? When they are stolen?
You know, tampering with anything related to the election is a crime. So if someone took unauthorized ballot boxes, that would be a violation of Chapter 10 of the new elections law, and that area of the law is under the Ministry of Justice. So that's why it is being investigated, and as soon as we find out what the details are, we'll let you know.
Check the microphone. You want to check the microphone.
Okay, a report for the New Republic. Madam Commissioner, the European Union has accused the WEA campaign team of utilizing a lot of state resources to establish a dominant presence across the 15 political subdivisions of our country. And this, according to them, did not only provide the president campaign team with a sustainable or substantial advantage, but also contribute to a campaign environment characterized by significant disparities. Madam Commissioner, I want to know what the law says about this and how did you address it, and I want to know if the CDC and all others provided their campaign resources to you prior to these elections.
I will begin to answer, and then my colleague here, Commissioner Ducle, will add. You know, before we went to these elections, we had the occasion to develop regulations, and we have one that speaks to campaign financing, to see how best we may be able to know how much each party may have spent for their campaigns. We also enter into an MOU with the group called Integrity Watch, which is actually out there, and we support that to come up with reports analyzing campaign financing. And then I believe that from there, when those reports are available to us, we may be able to access them and then assess them to be able to speak to your question that you've just asked.
And in addition, at the end of the elections, all political parties are required to report assets and liabilities. That's when we will see what has been done or what has not been done. With a report, we have to read a report and follow it up. I will assume that Integrity Watch Liberia, which signed a memorandum with us to follow this particular aspect of the election, is also on top of this to report to us on this.
So we take 5 more questions and we call it a day.
Hello, Madam Commissioner. Hello, Madam Commissioner. I'm Evelyn Gladys Reed Barrow from the Ministry of Information, Culture, and Tourism. My question to you is, after calling all the specific percentage, why didn't you call the total aggregated percentage per the 3 top candidates?
We told you yesterday that we will limit ourselves to announcing the votes and the percentages of the 3 top contenders who have these the highest votes in these elections. Everything else will go on the online results.necliberia.org. Next question.
My name is Dennis Nipson, ABC radio correspondent, Voice of America. Why are we not hearing results from Grand Cape County? How true is it that recount is ongoing in Grand Cape County? District 8, Monserrate County. On yesterday, you reported 82 out of 83. Today, the commission that read, he said 43 out of 83. Is he saying 83 out of 83? And you are calling every other candidate's name in reverse order, unlike President George Weah. Is there any reason why?
There's no reason. I look at the name and it comes like that. And then secondly, Cape Mount is still working. When these results are in, we will announce them to you. Yesterday, we also told you that for the representative position, there were all of the votes were correct, as well as the presidential and senatorial. But on the representative, we had issues with the percentage due to some printing error. We also said that that printing error was being corrected.
I was referring to the 43 and 82.
And that's the answer I'm giving you. Can we go to the next question, please?
Yeah. My name is Moses Gazo again from the BBC. I know she might have asked about Grand Cape County, but I got there are reliable sources that the magistrate in Grand Cape County has termed as technical glitches in the tallying process in Cape Mount, and we want to know. We'll be asking for a rerun of the elections in Grand Cape Mount. How true is that?
Sorry, who's asking for rerun?
Your magistrate in Grand Cape County is speculated.
It's speculated.
Yeah, so that's what I want to know. How true is that? So those
speculations can continue to go on while we are tallying and to give the results for these elections from Grand Cape County.
Good. My next question has to do with, you spoke about disruption at the tallying center, especially in Monserrate County. What necessitated the disruption? Will you give us details?
All right. You know, in everything we do here, there are procedures. You please pay attention. I'm talking to you. Yes. You ask the question, then you turn your back. I'm sorry, but I have to say it that way. Yes, so no problem. The record of the count has a procedure of arriving at all of the numbers that are there. The problem some of the party agents see with that is, one, when those numbers are favorable to them, then they allow the process to go on. When the numbers are not favorable to them, then they disrupt the process and they bring all kinds of technicalities. They do not want to accept that we have a procedure to arrive at the numbers on the record of the count. And the record of the count shows the votes that were obtained by the candidates. It shows the reconciliation of the ballots, the invalid votes, and the rest of it. So that's a procedure, and they need to follow that. So when it's not in their favor in terms of the mathematical arrangements there, then they do not want to accept the procedure. To the extent where they unplug our projectors and they are parading all over the place and saying that this thing will not happen today. Will not, you know us how we behave. But we have had to call the Ministry of Justice through the Liberia National Police to beef up security there and to ensure that all who went to the tally center, including the staff of NEC, should wear their tags. So we identify those who are coming in, including observers, and to raise awareness among some of these party agents about what the process is, hoping that they will understand and they will concede to the process. Now, if you have an issue, even after the explanation, you just take one form and write your complaint and give it to the people there. We have to be civil. We cannot disrupt the process simply because, not just simply, that when we do not understand or we just want to cause confusion because the numbers seem to be working against us. Next question. Next question, please. Maybe give somebody else a chance, perhaps.
My name is D. Olivia Bawon, and I report for Local Voices Liberia in Truth FM. Madam Chair, have you noticed any error in your tallying process? The background of my question is based on claims by members of the Unity Party that numbers intended for Joseph Boaka are given to Appleton, while Appleton's vote are given to Boaka. And secondly, 2 presidential candidates contested on the same political party. Will that not affect the credibility of the tallying process?
Sorry, say that again.
I said 2 presidential candidates contested on the same political parties. Will that not affect the tallying process, or is it permissible under the new elections law for 2 presidential candidates to contest from the same political party?
You have to explain that last question a little better so I get to understand it. But I can say to you, if you have seen any error in the tally process, could you please point that to us? He's right there. You can give him the information, and we'll check it out during the tallying at the SKD there.
Okay. On the presidential ballot papers for Jeremiah Wapo and Appleton, Edward Appleton, both of them had that's grassroots development movement in front of their names, meaning both of them are from the same political parties.
Okay, let me tell you what may have happened. Some time back, we had a presidential, hold on please. Some time back, we had a presidential engagement where we invited all the presidential candidates. Some of them came, others were represented by their vice presidents in waiting. That meeting, we used that meeting to present mock ballots to all of the presidential candidates. And what they were supposed to do, to check their logo check all the information against their names to ensure that they were correct. In the case of WAPO, as you're saying, after they checked to approve, to give the NEC the approval, they had to sign. So when they checked, apparently they didn't realize that there was some crisscross with respect to the name of the party, though in Jeremiah's case, there was the logo of Vote, and it appeared under there, I think, Grassroots Democratic Party. So, yes, whatever it is. But to say that they signed, approving, and this is how it went to press. But we do not believe that that alters any votes that they receive. If there are issues, they can be brought in a formal way to the commission. Next question.
Good evening, Madam Commissioner. I'm John Fard, and I work for Radio Maria Liberia. Madam Commissioner, I would like to bring to your attention this nationwide concern. Reading from facts of experienced irregularities from missing ballot box, late opening of some voting precincts and polling places on the 10th of October, as you mentioned in the case of Caldwell and other areas.
I did not mention Caldwell here.
Okay, but we experienced that in Caldwell, that there were late opening of polls, and moving up to the constant 30, 35 to 40 minutes lateness of the commission to attend the scheduled 4:30 daily press briefing. What do you make of this concern, and how do you respond to Liberians who believe that these irregularities do have the ability to affect the final results, and some who are already speculating that the final results will be affected by these irregularities?
We do not believe that the announcement of the final results will be affected. That's the last question?
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming. See you tomorrow.
Thank you very much, members of the Fourth Estate. We hope tomorrow we'll come back again, and thank you very much for coming. Our partners, international, local observers, thank you very much for honoring our invitation today.